Leaf blowers being aimed at you is a huge sign you're a TI. And whoever is behind it is the perpetrator, fulfilling orders from the Hive. You have community members who are supposed to be members of the community, but instead of being an upstanding citizen, that's right, whole new word created, citizen. Instead of being an upstanding citizen, don't mind me having a long day, they rather choose to be a terrorizer. They rather choose to terrorize the community in ways that are unseen. And one might say, what's so wrong with that? That's just a mistake. It's actually a tactic used to try to break, to be the last straw that broke the camel's back. So when you have people who are not being upstanding members of the community, when you have people who are not being upstanding members of society, using the power that they have and that they've been issued, guaranteed, and warranted, mind you, they're using this as a way to terrorize others who are just trying to go about their day in a peaceful, positive way. And I actually thought about making this video at first, but then I was like, you know what? When I thought about making this video at first, I was actually into it and I was real ready to go. I'm like, yeah, I'm about to make this one. But then I fell back and I was like, you know what? I might not have been on point. Or, I may not have wanted to sound, not that I wasn't on point, I just didn't want to sound a little too out there. But, for the life of a TI, you have to understand, as a chosen one, things will never be a little bit too out there for you. Because oddly enough, I had that happen again. I had it happen again. I had that thing happen again, one more again. And I'm like, you know what? I'm making this video. Because apparently this is a real thing. And they get off on this. This is a real thing. And we're gonna discuss this. So if anybody out there, let me know in the comment section if I'm alone or not. If you have also had somebody have the nerve to point a whole leaf blower at you, dust particles all up in the air, I was about to start walking around with a mask on. Now what? You got the allergies. Not this guy. You know how many lawn care companies are probably connected with Freemasonic groups? With the Freemasonic groups, the Freemasons. You know how many lawn care companies are hooked up with them? In bed with them? When people have these organizations, peep the symbols of the company. A lot of these Freemasons, they need money too. They'll work. A lot of people who are getting into certain positions and certain jobs, they're getting incentives from these people. Or they could just be street actors altogether. They could just be there for the purposes of performing street theater. Who knows? They could have hired a whole company. Hey, act this way around this certain person. When you see this person, start your work. They use those types of machines and they use that type of equipment to try to lower your vibration. It's a certain noise that they give off that when used against another person, they do it to potentially make you feel bad about yourself, make you feel hopeless about your situation, and that could cause sadness. And if that sadness is improperly dealt with, it could cause depression. So you have people who are supposed to be upstanding citizens of your community that are in groups, and you know they got to be in a group because, number one, you're probably by yourself, because you can't really say that you've experienced much of this with other people around. I can't say I have. And if it was other people around, it was usually people who were unaffected by it because they were on the same side as them, or they were just too unaware to see it. But usually I was never around anybody when these types of things took place. I'd always be solo dolo, on my own, by myself, alone. So with that being said, these cowards take it upon themselves because they're in a group. They feel tough, they feel brave, they feel big, they feel like they're able to do what they need to do and commit these crimes and perform these types of movie-like scenes on you. Moving when you move, moving according to your movements, doing the work that they're supposed to do according to where you're at in position with them. That's street theater. Somebody's acting like they're working, but they're constantly going with your flow. You're going over there, they're acting like they got work in the same direction that you're going. Please. Only to meet up with you just to pull up and just hit you with the leaf blower. Oh, sorry. They're trying to test your patience. And they also want you to know that you're being watched. You don't ever have a second to yourself, not even to be able to go to the store. But oddly enough, one of the signs that you are this is that these crazy people will point a leaf blower at you. You could be going for a jog. You could be walking your dog. It could be a nice day. You're going, maybe it's a nice fall day. Maybe it's a nice summer day. Maybe it's just a nice day, period. You're walking past somebody. As soon as you hit their street, you hear the garage door open up. There go the machine equipment. I could have swore I just heard one outside just now. I wouldn't be surprised. And they'll do these things strategically. They use those machines strategically. You may be staying somewhere at a hotel, or you may be in an apartment. As soon as you open your blinds in the morning, on cue, whole noise campaign. Lawn mowers, leaf blowers, weed whackers. Like you ain't never cut a yard before in your life. Like you ain't never heard a riding mower before in your life. But it's how they do it, and it's when they do it. They strategically do it. You could be getting off work and going to take a nap. They'll watch you wash your clothes. They'll watch you go to the store, go grocery shopping. They'll watch you take care of your business, go to work, or whatever you do. As soon as they know your routine, okay, he about to come back and rest now. 5, 4, 3, 2. But to be hit with the leaf blower in the same month in 2 different locations in the same location is wild. That's wild work. And it's happened before. I just never knew it was a thing they specifically did until I found out. I'm like, why people keep pointing leaf blowers at me? And the information found me. The information found me just doing my research, stumbled upon it. Boop, look, turn this stone over, Drew. I found that and I said, what in the world? Crazies. These people are nuts. They're nuts. Squirrely, all of it. Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. And they got the nerve to try to paint the picture like it's you who has the problem. That's the wildest part. These people are so jacked up, they gotta try to make somebody else seem equally as bad or messed up. And you're not the one doing anything, but let you snap on them, they're gonna call the police. Let you snap on them, they're gonna be ready to sue. Let you snap on them, they're gonna be calling the police, 911, everybody. And it's gonna be all your fault for what they purposely tried to cause or caused for you in your life. Don't be tripping over nobody blowing no. Don't be tripping over nobody trying to and hit you with the leaf blower now, because they gonna if this video or my videos resonate with you, they're gonna point that leaf blower. They're gonna try to do that, and they probably already have. Sorry, that was the 13. All right, you saw in that picture earlier. It's dangerous. All right, you really gotta beware. And the wild part is, it's like I believe that I even stopped and waited. That's how deep this is. Like, peep what I'm saying. I even stopped and waited. Okay, this person's about to come over here and work. Yo, you know what? You got this. This is your sidewalk. This you own this property? No? Well, you do today. This is your spot. You're here, I'm just passing through. You got this. This is yours. This yours. And don't you know, I waited. This person just standing there around. I keep going, and they finally just end up walking up to me anyway. I said, man, these people really want you to put your whole foot where the sun don't shine. They really want you to do something to them. It's like as soon as you touch them, the police gotta be waiting around the corner or something. It gotta be FBI or undercover, or like they gotta be in the tent, in a tent somewhere, something tinted up, hidden, camouflaged. Maybe they got a whole invisible cloak over it, just waiting for you to do something. So you just woo. Put your hands behind your back. Freeze. God forbid the hell out of that. But it's like, yo, they desperately want to see if you will do something to them. They don't even care if you put them they don't even care if you're ready to put them in a hospital or something. How you know you ain't feeling tribal today? You got a whole hacksaw on you, just butchered them. Clean cut. How they know? You're not built like that. Man, I'll leave people alone. You never know what it could be. You don't know what somebody capable of. Oh, that person is so sweet. Next week, yo, is you killed or is you dead? Is you killed or is you dead? 13 people. Man, they should have left him alone. I know. I thought he was cool. Me too. Not saying us or anybody we know. All right. God forbid. God forbid. But that's why I leave people alone, because you never know what a person is capable of. You just don't. You don't know what somebody's capable of. Why would you test someone and you don't know what the result's going to be? You don't know what the answer's going to be. They might end up passing that test, or they may end up failing it. Why would you even want to see? Why would you even want to see? Why would you even want to find out? Why would you want anything to do with that in the first place? It's beyond me. You don't know what a person is going through. It's been times where I'm like, man, I must be from another dimension, or either they are, because I'm like, they can't see how I could just. They don't see that you crazy in the membrane. But we don't play like that, because homie ain't crazy. You can't play like that. Subconscious mind don't take jokes like that. So homie ain't crazy. Put that in the comment section. Homie ain't crazy. We're definitely not crazy, but they have to be. They have to be crazy. You have to be crazy to put yourself in, to possibly put yourself in danger, just to do what somebody else has told you to do. And that's why I believe they're paid, because who wouldn't risk it all for a big fat check? Hey, all you gotta do is aim this leaf blower at this person. But they're probably not telling them this person is this close to snapping. They're not telling them that. Hey, you aim this leaf blower at this guy. Here's a $20,000 check, $25,000 check. What? They're not telling you this person make it so you can't that might be the check they wrote you that you can't cash. They might have wrote you a check that your ass can't cash. They might have wrote you a check that your ass can't cash, because you won't be able to cash it. They're gonna get a full turnover. They're gonna get a full ROI, a full return of investment on that one, compound interest. It ain't you, man, and they think they're sick. They ain't seen righteously sick. They are just sick. Righteous people, we got some things to work out, and we working them out our own way. But don't push somebody to end up working it out the way that the way that would most logically make sense now. Whew. Blood all on your face. Putting your hair behind your ear. I didn't know I had it in me. Like, did you be like the dude from the Tales from the Hood, man? I'm telling you. Blood splattered all on your face. I didn't know I had it in me. Any other victims? Leave good people alone. Leave good people alone. And that was just going to get some breakfast one day. And then that wasn't anywhere near where I stayed at. And then, one day when I came back to where I stayed at, I hear it and I'm like, okay, I hear the leaf blower. I couldn't even get around the corner. I'm like, what in the hell is these people's problems? And then she's telling me I could go. How you gonna get in somebody else's? That's that whole control power trip stuff. That's that whole narcissistic attitude. Get in their way. Direct them. Tell them where to go. You're gonna follow me so you can get in my way and block me and then tell me where to go? Tell me where to go. Tell me where to go. They're the only ones dumb. And we ain't talking about going dumb with E40. They just dumb. Dumb. Super dumb. Stupid dumb. Nothing good about it. Who has to aim a leaf blower at somebody? Somebody that was paid to. And these people are working, getting paid. They're getting a check on top of a check. But they better understand all money ain't good money. All money is not good money. They taking a check that they may not be able to cash. They're going to end up getting themselves hurt. They're going to end up getting themselves hurt. This is a whole new generation of people, and this whole gang stalking stuff, it's about to come to a close. All this stuff is about to come to a close because people walking around carrying straps now. These YNs and these wannabe YNs, and everybody wanna be a YN. Everybody got a strap today. People are strapped up, strapped out. Ain't gonna be no more of that. They're gonna be falling back. We're gonna be the last of the Mohicans when it comes to this stuff. Because the next generation, and I mean all it takes is a permit. I grant myself the permission to go get a permit. I grant you the permission to go get a permit. Man, you will not hear none of this from these next generations. Most likely. Probably not without a standoff. So you got people aiming lawn mower equipment at you. What are you gonna do? Most of the time, I just ignore it and I let it go, because that's really all you can do. But if you start to notice a pattern, all right, then let it go. Luckily, this has happened numerous times. Sometimes it's happened numerous occasions. Like, luckily, yard work only has to be done so often, like once a week. You may run into these people maybe once a week. Look at it that way. If they're working where you live at, you only got to see them every week. If you randomly see them and they're working on your town or they're working on your city, you only have to see them when they're out working, which is probably going to be like maybe once a month. But still, the fact that a person would, like, how I imagine that happening to you, how I described that in this video. Yes, that may have happened one time, but then it happened another time within the same week, mind you. That was in the same week. So one person might look at this and say, that's just regular. No, this is different than just a regular, normal happenstance. This is just this is different than a regular, normal occurrence. This isn't your average occurrence. This isn't your average, regular, normal interaction with a person. This is someone that is planning out a strategic hit of jealousy, anger, and frustration and hatred towards you in a way that they're able to get it out and express it by playing with you. And if you are in an area where they're doing this to you, they may specifically set those people up because they know that's an area where you frequent. Any areas that you frequently go to, they'll have people set up to work using loud equipment. Maybe they watched you enjoy a nice peaceful walk. Now, this area that you used to be in and be able to get some peace where they weren't doing work for ages, now they're coming to do some work. Now they're coming to do the work. And no, it's not because they haven't been upkeeping it and you're back there recording, and they probably see how things look and how unkept they are on your phone. No, that's not why. The reason why is because they were watching you and they saw you probably recording on your phone or enjoying some peace or talking on the phone, having a conversation, and you could have just been sitting out there with no technology, just enjoying it. But when you experience peace out in public, people feel the vibration, people feel the vibe, people feel the presence of God. So what they're caused to do is to naturally react. They have to make some noise. Devil always has to try to disturb the Lord's peace that he sees within his servants. So they're going to try to disturb your peace. They're gonna try to ruffle your feathers. They're gonna try to irritate you, aggravate you, upset you, make you pissed off, make you mad. And depending on what you're going through, you may be able to just laugh it off or brush it off, or it may be something that is about to push you over the edge. So don't let these fools be the straw that breaks the camel's back. They're just fools. They're on assignment. They're paid to do these kinds of things, and they're wanting to create a life for you that nobody deserves to live. Think about that. You're tough enough to endure a life that was created for you that nobody would want to live. You're a warrior to keep having to go through things like that and have people try to deal with you like that, and for you to deal with them peacefully. That's warrior like right there. There's honor in that, because you know what you want to do, but you won't let God do it. You know what you want to do. You're going to let Yah do it. You're going to let the universe do it. You're going to let them get destroyed, rightfully. So keep your cool, all right? I know these things can be hard. I know these things can be difficult, especially when you have people playing with you, smiling in your face. You're trying to give them space. You're trying to give them a warning sign that, hey, I'm going to stop and just let you go. And they're just waiting for you. It's like you don't want to have the interaction, but they're going to make you have it. And that tests your patience even more. That causes you to have to deal with people that you really don't want to. And when you're upset, when you're not feeling too positive, and you have people who are forcing themselves for you to interact with them, and it's not even a positive interaction, I can see if somebody was like, hey, I can see you dealing with something. What's up, man? Why don't you come kick it with me, man? Nah, I don't feel like it. I just want to be, man, just get that stuff out of here, man. Come have a good time, man. Let's just chill, kick out. Just relax. Just be around some positive people, Where's that at? You're not going to find it in them, but you will find it on this channel. And that's the good thing about this channel. This is a place where you can come relax. This is a place where you can come hear your truth be heard. Let your truth be heard. This is a place where you can come and get a review of an experience that's valid to you. Where other people act like you're not going through what it is you just went through. Because, who can you talk to about this? People do work outside. It was probably just an accident. It's probably just a mistake. Why would someone purposely try to aim a leaf blower at you? What makes you... And the whole thing about this is why they don't want to believe it is because their whole outlook on it is what makes you so special. And that's a damn shame. You going through something. People are that jealous of you that even when something bad happens to you. But that's the chosen experience. You don't think they were jealous of Christ and all the miracles that he could perform? You a walking miracle. He said you can do what I did and greater. Chosen ones are a walking miracle. Making people feel good. Making people realize certain things within themselves. Making people want to change their life. Putting life into people without even having to say a word. Just being there. Simply being there. And you got these fools who don't want you to vibrate on that frequency. They want you to vibrate on the frequency of hate. And that's what you want to know why they target you. That's why. Because you emit a frequency that changes people's lives with you just being there. Without you even having to do anything. That's why they have to target you. That's why they have to lower your vibration. That's why they deal with you the way they do. is because you have the power to turn things upside down, to change, to turn things right side up, really. You have the power to take people out the matrix and put them in a beatific state. Put them in a state where they realize they don't need anything. And what is this matrix run on? People's energy, people's resources, people's money. When people feel like they need something outside themselves, what do? They go pay for it. They go buy it. You're only supposed to buy what you need. You're not supposed to need to buy anything on the level to where you buy it because you think it's going to make you love yourself. You have to love yourself without possessions, without materials. That's people being materialistic. You need these things to have self-love. No, you don't. That's a part of this program. And the people who vibrate above the frequency of this program, they got to target you with little fools and little petty games like this to try to bring your vibration down to where your resonancy is on the 3D, is here, with all these fools and all these games. Why do people constantly point leaf blowers at me? Excuse me. I should have kept it all the way real. And I wonder why I got that answer. Give me a second. People might point leaf blowers at targeted individuals as a form of harassment or intimidation due to the loud, disruptive noise they generate, essentially using the device as a weapon to cause annoyance and discomfort, often with the intent to provoke a reaction or demonstrate power over the target. This behavior is generally considered rude or antisocial. Sometimes pointing a leaf blower at someone can be a way to assert dominance or control over them, especially in situations where there might be a power imbalance. The primary reason is to deliberately create a loud, unpleasant noise directed at a specific person, causing disruption and irritation. This behavior is often seen as a form of neighborhood conflict or petty disputes. People might use a leaf blower to express their frustrations toward a neighbor. You can't make this stuff up, man. You can't make this stuff up. So, people they're doing the most. Like I said, like we say, they're petty, and they want to establish dominance over you by startling you, by acting like they're powerful with a loud noise. That leaf blower is not going to stop them from you going oops upside their head if you're having a bad day. And if you're having a bad day, do not go oops upside their head. But that's why this is so dangerous. They better be wearing a helmet pointing a leaf blower at somebody. What? They got the heavy thing on their back. All you got to do is walk up and push them over. And then once they fall on the ground, just start stomping them. Start kicking them. But we're not going to do that, though. Because that's not how we roll. We're going to let God do it. But if he wants to do it in us, through us, and as us, and step on a scorpion or a snake or two, we'll let him do it. But don't choose violence. All right, all jokes aside, never choose violence, because that's what they want. They're trying to provoke a reaction to your dissatisfaction. All right? I'd like to thank you for watching this video. I'd like to thank you for keeping your cool and staying out of trouble. All right? And hit that like button, hit that share button, and don't forget to subscribe. And remember, sometimes conversation never hurts. You might be able to reach somebody and work something out with them. Because if you do it in a calm, peaceful way, you're probably scared out of them. I'll see you later.